Do you want to know how this cute tea was created? Come on, I'm going to give you a crash course on how I made this. But first thing first, I had to go on Cricut and design and put all of the images together that I wanted. I forgot to take a picture of that so that you could actually see how that process was done. Once I would have put everything together and welded it, I would have offset everything so that I can have more layers, more dimensions. So once I was done with the cutting process, next we had to do our printer cut, whereas I sent all of my images to my printer and I was able to print them, and now I'm sending the printed version here to my Cricut so that my machine can actually go ahead and cut all of it out. So the machine does all of the hard work for you. It's best to print in the dark so that the sensors will be able to pick up and you'll have a more precise cut. So your machine does everything for you. It cuts out everything for you, so you don't have to do this by hand or with scissors. The only thing I didn't like was that the name came out individually. I'll fix that probably the next time I do another image or so. It still worked out, but it still was more work because I had to actually glue each one individually. So after I would have cut everything out, I took everything off. Now I put it together to see how it is that it's supposed to look. And now it's time for assembly. So now the magic of this is you need two-way tape. I ordered this tape off of Amazon, but I guess I didn't read the instructions or the product information properly because this was so thin that I had to wrap it around to kind of build it to get that height so that I could have had my dimensions when I was putting my stuff together. So afterwards, I just put everything together just like how I had designed it on my design space, and now it was just time for me to put everything together, layer it the exact way that it was on my design space. And once I would have finished taping everything, I also used my hot glue gun just to help keep it in place so that it doesn't fall apart or anything like that. And once everything was glued and taped down together, this is how it looked. I also had to put the name on, and I absolutely loved the way that this came out. It was really nice. Tried to ensure that just how it was on the design space was exactly how I glued it together. And I also did some cupcake toppers to also go with the theme. It was the same thing, whereas I just cut out the images and then I added an offset. And that's that. Thank you guys so much.